He-lie-dum-dee diddle-die-dum-do. He-lie-dum-dee diddle-die-dum-do. He-lie-dum-dee diddle-die-dum-do. He-hiddle-hiddle-hiddle-die-dum-do. Where are we today, boys and girls?
Beam engine tower in Alva.
The beam engine, not in Alva. Well, you're looking down onto Alva, but it's actually in, well, Socky, next to Socky Tower. So this would be considered part of Socky at one point, or part of the tower's lands at one point. Now, do you have any idea what a colliery might have been?
Something, or it might have been to pump water out or something.
Well, this was to pump water out, but what was it pumping out water from?
A river or something?
Not from a river, no. What were they doing here? What were they digging out of the ground?
Coal.
Coal! So, what they used to have lots of problems with digging the coal out was it would fill up with?
Water.
Water. So this beam engine, steam powered originally, was built to be able to pump out all of the water. Now, the Devon Colliery has a long history. It was leased to the Alva Coal Company in 1843. But flooding, which has always been a huge problem, forced it to close in 1854.
So it got destroyed what it was meant for?
What's that, sorry?
So it got destroyed by what it was meant for?
Well, no. So, well, this is why they built it, because they had the problem with the water flooding it. Now, just look at that. That is pretty spectacular, isn't it? I mean, what do you think? How do you even make something that big? It's huge, isn't it? You just do. So the company managed to open in 1879, achieving this with a new pithead plant, including the impressive beam engine house. So this is a Cornish beam pump engine built by Nielsen & Co in Glasgow in 1865. It could pump 2,560 gallons per minute. 260,000 gallons per minute.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 2,500. That is an awful lot of water in 1 minute, isn't it?
That's enough to fill like 10 people's drinking water.
Yeah, it certainly would be, wouldn't it? Now, where were we? Aye. It took about a year to drain the pits initially. So when this first built, it was another year before they could go in and start working.
So per day, it was like several million.
That would have been several million, yes, my mathematical genius. That is correct.
See what you're doing. So,
Uh-huh.
if it pumps out 2,560 per minute,
Uh-huh.
you do that by times by 60, and then you do 60, like the answer you get 60 times by 24.
Well done you. So you are exactly right. It did pump out millions of litres of water per day.
I'm surprised it wasn't able to clear it out in one day.
Now, what else? There was another thing that the engine was used for. What else at the mine would have needed power, do you think?
Would it use like...
So they would have had machinery for dragging up the coal from underneath.
I know.
Oh, what do you
Steam?
know? Steam. Yes, well, it was steam powered, yes. And just look at it. Oh, look, there's a wee window at the side here. Do you think we can get through here? It's a bit overgrown. Maybe I'll just look from here, but you can see there's a nice wee window up the top there.
I'm surprised it hasn't ever deteriorated that much.
Well, this is the thing. This is what we're going to tell you about. So it's actually been rebuilt and redone not all that long ago.
But you missed it.
Oh, did we miss it? No bother.
Dad, you know how I figured out it was steam?
How?
I thought about it.
Go and turn around and...
Water, so it pumps water, and thinking about the two most popular types of energy back then, steam and coal.
Yeah, that's right. So, and was in operation. When do you think? So if this was built in the 1800s, when do you think it kept going till? When do you think it closed down?
Probably around the early 1900s.
That's exactly right, 1932, William, when electric pumps were installed instead.
Yeah, it'd probably make it a lot easier than having to use this.
I would have thought so. Yeah. So The Devon Colliery was the longest lasting in Clackmannanshire, and it was served by the Wagonway. Do you know what the Wagonway is?
It's like a path where all the trains and stuff used to transport coal.
That's right, because we've went to visit that, the bit that's near our house, haven't we? So this is where it would have ended up. It would have come all the way from where we live in Alloa, all the way down here to where the beam engine is and where the colliery used to be. Pretty cool, huh? Now, and the mineral railway lines. Oh dear, I've not fallen off. Right, so my microphone's now fallen off. This isn't going well today, is it?
No.
Let's just see it. Hold that for a minute and we'll try and plug it back in. Right, there we go. Let's get back to it. This is the first time we've used the new microphones, so we're just getting used to them, aren't we?
Yeah.
We certainly are. Right. So the railway lines closed in 1960s, ending 450 years of mining in Clackmannanshire. Now that is absolutely astounding to me. That is a very, very, very long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, so in the area around Socky Tower, so like we said, Socky Tower is just over behind us. It actually looks a lot like Socky Tower, doesn't it?
It just looks like if it was actually made for business, which is exactly what it was.
It does. I think what we'll do is there's a wee gap through here. Let's come through here and see if we can get a view of the side of it here. What do you think? Oh look, what's that there? Chloe, what's this? That looks like it might be a bit of metal from somewhere around here, because that is a very, very thick piece, isn't it?
It looks like an anvil.
It looks like something from an anvil, yeah, it's massive. Right, let's come through here and have a wee look. Oh, signs of spring. What's this here, Chloe?
Snowdrop.
Is that a snowdrop or is it a crocus?
I think it's probably a lily or of some sort.
A wee lily of some sort. You can see it coming through though, can't you? Yeah. Right, let's go down to you and we'll get a wee look at this side of it.
Oh, now we can see the glass window.
Now we can see the window much better.
Oh, they board. It's not a board. Why did they just leave one window?
So there we go. So this was restored in 1993, so not all that long ago, really. And one of the last surviving beam engines in Scotland. And it is the only sign that there was ever a colliery here back in the day. Now you just imagine it, it would have been a tremendous sight, wouldn't it? It would have went on for ages and there would have been lots and lots of things around here. So I wonder if the pit heads must have been right around here next to it. So I'm thinking it all must have been pretty close together.
They probably wanted to make it as efficient as possible, so I wouldn't be they probably wanted to make it as efficient as possible, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Right, so there, wait a minute, this might just tell us a little bit about it then. So, in the early part of the 18th century, the mine was sunk opposite Devon Village. So, Devon Village, do you know which direction Devon Village is from here?
I'm not sure.
Just straight over that way that we're facing, straight through there. So this would have been right next to the village, right opposite the village, it says.
There must have been a lot of workers in Devon Village.
There must have been a lot of workers there, yeah, you're right. And was built by John Erskine and Robert Bald in 1835. Bald and Erskine went their own separate ways as Bald was unhappy about the lack of regulation, especially in regards to the rights of women and children workers.
You know, Dad?
What?
You know, who the other guy apart from Erskine? Did he have any hair?
Oh,
That's a good question.
That's a very good question. So, his views had an impact in 1842 when the employment of women and children was banned. So the guy who originally opened this mine, the owner, wasn't very happy about how dangerous it was for women and children. And what does Dad always say to you if you misbehave? Where's he going to send you? Where's he going to send you to work?
To the mines.
Down the mines,
No,
eh?
we're Teflon.
You're Teflon. Right, so yeah, so the guy who actually opened the mine was the man who got them to put the regulation in the first place.
Or at least inspired.
Or inspired it, yeah. So he actually left the business because he was so unhappy about what he saw going on. Pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Now, between 1854 and 1879, the mine was mothballed and reopened. And in 1873, Andrew Roxburgh made the decision to reopen it, but it ran well over its £10,000 budget. A 600-foot shaft was prepared, a pair of 24-inch winding engines with mahogany and iron steel cylinders, with a 12-foot revolving drum for winding the wire ropes, and 12-foot pulleys were all put in place for production to commence. So they had to do a lot of stuff, and it cost a lot of money, didn't it?
I wish someone who knows all about mines in the comments could tell us what all that stuff means.
I know, because we don't, well, I'm reading that stuff there, but I don't really know what it all means, eh?
Well, maybe like engine, it means it's supposed to like power it and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can really understand.
Yeah. Now, where were we? Right, so the ventilation of the mines was by means of a 30-foot diameter fan which moved the air at 200,000 feet per mile. That is a lot, isn't it? Which was necessary, per minute, which was necessary for the 3 square miles of mine workings.
Oh.
Nelson and Co. of Glasgow constructed the beam engine house, which was used until the 1930s. Right, let's have a wee look. What else have we got here? Now, there was
A terrible accident.
a terrible accident. A really, really terrible accident where many men lost their lives in 1897. On March 26th, at the lower 5-foot seam, water had gathered behind a dam. Behind the dam and under pressure. Either the wooden door or the valves ruptured. At 5:45 a.m. that morning, 7 men were working on the level and 6 were drowned as a result. They were David Allen, Peter Allen, George Blair, William Grant, John Nichol and Charles Taylor. The only survivor, John Hunter from Devon Village, was discovered half unconscious by the other miners who were beginning their shift at 6 a.m. All work was suspended till the water was pumped safely away and the bodies recovered on April 20th and 1st of May. This was the worst single disaster at the colliery. Now that is incredibly tragic, isn't it? Can you imagine coming to your work and something like that happening?
Or you're just going to see a 6 o'clock.
That's absolutely terrible.
Expecting to just work your shift now, but then you see water.
So you can tell, can you imagine if women and children had been working down there? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being working down a mine like that at that age?
I can't believe that.
It's very tragic, isn't it? Now will we just have a wee look over into the Ochils because they are looking rather nice, eh?
They're snow-capped.
They're snow-capped, yeah, they are. They certainly are. Let's see if we can see down there. We can just see it through the trees. Oh wow, look at that one there. There we go.
Lost one.
Oh, we've lost another muffler. Alright, we'll need to go and get that again. Right, we'll have one last look at the beam engine, then we'll head off. And we'll see if there's any more signs of spring around here. Come on then. Oh wait a minute, there's loads of snowdrops over there. Let's go and have a look through here. Let's go and have a look through here. Can you see them yet, Chloe?
Yeah.
Come on then.
Wait, where's that muffler?
That'll be lying about here somewhere. We'll find it in a minute. There we go. Some lovely little snowdrops there.
Yeah. Quite incredible.
Another bra, eh? Hiya.
Oh.
Let's go and see if we can see any other ones. Oh, I dropped my hat. Oh, look at them all over here. They look nice. Oh, come on, down here, look, there's piles and piles of them. Oh, do you think the SPCA put them down?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at them all. Nice one.
Why does there always seem to just be tons and tons of them?
I I don't know, they just come up everywhere, don't they?
Yeah.
You can't get away
They're
from
the
them.
first sign of spring.
Right, let's just come through here. We'll have one wee look at the ochels before we go, and then we'll say cheerio. Oh, look, a wee digger.
Aye.
Nice one. Right, we'll just get a wee view of the house, and we'll say goodbye, boys and girls.